Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the mop here on a cloudy, rainy morning. Yes, southwest Wisconsin, we got wet. In Richland Center, it started raining about 11 o'clock last night, and we got an inch and a half in Richland Center. So the farmers are going to be pretty happy, unless they had hay down already, but we're supposed to have now about 4 or 5 days of sunshine with maybe some rain at the end of Sunday, maybe somewhere in there. Mowed yard last night, so got a fresh cut before the rain hit, so that'll help green up everything. But yeah. So welcome to the mop. Will we ever agree, or can we agree? Can we agree that currently what we are seeing out of all of our politicians is a complete crap show? Can we agree that our president, I believe, has some severe cognitive decline? Can we agree that the pool that he is now saying was vandalized by somebody pumping in green algae and then snuck into the giant ass pool with a razor or box cutter, even though he said a few months or a while ago, way back when, that you could never do that, that it would not be even possible because it's so strong and it's there? Can we agree that $14 to $16 million to fix the pool with a no-bid contract to a guy that looks like he sold snake oil at county fairs with his cigar in Florida was wrong, and that we just gifted money to somebody that obviously needs it better for style and outfits than he needed for fixing a pool that sucked? Stagnant water, no filtering system. Even my fountain at home has a filter system that the water goes through. So can we just agree that that is a shit show? Or do you go, well, there's that liberal opinion again, and this guy doesn't know shit? So, see, when you start already with any kind of disagreement, and then you come back with, well, this person did it or that person, see, that is the problem. There was a problem before, right? That's what I heard. The pool. I've never been to Washington, D.C., so I never saw this magnificent structure. But, so there's an issue, and then we go to fix the issue, and there's now a bigger issue. And then we just funnel money to whoever we wish. It's kind of like when we go back to Hunter's laptop. Can we agree that we should not be using the White House as a garage sale for Bibles, watches, Bibles? See, the Bible one really, yeah, we shouldn't be selling those like that. And you're not supposed to make any changes to it. So, can we agree that right now we are just seeing a shit show? But see, this is where if I say this, now I'm just a bigger liberal and I'm a gun-hating, baby-killing person. That's how it turns. Or, well, Obama's been out of the presidency for quite a while. Let's face it, right? So we can't really blame him anymore. It'd be like me blaming my high school grades on somebody else. I've been out of, even let's say college, because that was 10 years ago. That, well, I got bad grades because of somebody. No, you're getting bad grades because, let's face it, you got bad grades because you didn't do the jobs. How about we man up and woman up, and women usually don't have men. Let's just stand up. How about that? Let's stand up and confront the real issues. The war should have never happened. We're going to give up more now than we will before. We still have a Strait of Hormuz. Might as well call it the Strait of Kazoos, because that's about what it sounds like. Is that we have a bunch of people that say, well, we're close to a deal, we may have a deal. Looks promising. We still haven't handled those other files. What are the name of those again? Yeah, see, that's what they hope you forget about. We haven't got any justice for any of the ladies that were involved in the island debacle with Mr. Epstein, because everybody thinks that, well, I don't know where people think with pictures of Melania and Trump and Epstein and Maxwell, did they get generated them way back when, or are people upset because the few people they thought would be taking the rap for it didn't take the rap? We do know that Melania dated Epstein, right? I think that's the story. And then Trump met her, and then now and she doesn't live at the White House. Can't blame her for that. We got a guy that plays a lot of golf. We still got a lot of issues. Gas prices have come down a little bit. Everybody's happy about that. I mean, I paid $3.79 this morning. Ecstatic. It only cost me $65 to bring up my truck from a quarter of a tank. So 3/4 of a tank in my truck is $60 now. I know that. So when do we agree on anything, or can we anymore? Or are we just giving up on the theory and just say, screw it? It is what it is, and we're going to live with it. And then do we just continue to bash each other and let everybody get away with everything? I see Van Orden was on his soapbox again. He won't hold town halls. He won't come to anywhere where he has to actually answer to anything. He'll go to his little businesses and stuff and hold his fist high and praise everybody for welcoming him and how honored it is. But then he's bashing all the other running people. Yeah. I want somebody just to tell me what they're actually going to do and do it. I mean, we voted in this last guy. Well, the Republican Party did. Yes, I didn't vote for him because I saw the business con man search come through. I'd rather help neighbors. I'd rather help people get health insurance. I'd rather have people have where they could afford to get health insurance. You know, everybody says they're for vets, but yet I believe Mr. Johnson and Mr. Van Orden both have vetoed a lot of that help. Government has taken away all the research basically for Alzheimer's and cancer, so you got more people having to raise money for that. But yeah, we can spend billions of dollars overseas to bomb things, and yes, I know, we've done it before. History, I get it. I know history, yep. We've done it before, and we've given money to rebuild, and then we sometimes have to blow them up again. So yep, I understand wholeheartedly, get that. But I'm tired of people not helping. Damon Darling, great videos, great comedian. I wish I had the money. You know, I think of like guys like, and Elon Musk doesn't have, and here's another thing. Chris, I know he doesn't have all the money. It's kind of like Warren Buffett. He does not have all the money. He's worth that kind of money. He can walk into a bank at any probably time and get a loan for any kind of money he wants. I get it. He doesn't have access to $1 trillion. I get Elon doesn't have access to $1 trillion worth of cash. Okay? He doesn't have it all laying around in a piggy bank or a bank or... I understand that. Totally get it. You know, he's got a few Tesla factories and things that he's probably got in a big rocket ship manufacturing place. That's where some of the worth comes. I understand. So don't tell me about that. I get that. So, but can we start ever really respecting each other with common sense and say, you know what, I am, I've had numerous of people say, I'm Republican, I like the policies, but this guy's a jackwagon and a dumbass. Can the Republican Party, or are you so enamored by Mr. Trump that you just go, I don't give a shit what he does, I am going to wave my flag, I am going to tell all you liberal, baby-killing, murdering, gun-taking sons of bitches to shut up? See, I've been called that way too many times. That's why I know the words, because I just don't agree with what we're doing. See, I have voted for Republicans in the past, and I have voted for Democrats in the past, and I've voted for third party, and I've been told that, well, voting for a third party is dumb. Well, at some point, the third party is going to have to take over and actually have some pull. I hope. I know it can't because of how much money it takes. See, normal folks can't just run for public office and usually make it, because you got to win or make so much money and have so much money to get your name out and to compete. This year, though, could be a little different because of how bad people do not like what the Republican Party is doing. And I am sure whatever happens in November, if there's a big swing from one to the other, we're going to hear the word fraud. We're going to hear the word cheated. We're going to hear the I'm not leaving my office, blah, 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 till we recount and have blah, blah, blah. So I have a feeling we'll hear all that again. And then, who knows, we may have another January 6th on our hands of people vandalizing, rootin', tootin'. We do it for championships these days. When you win a basketball championship, we burn school buses and all that stuff. So I can't imagine what it'll be like when you win a presidency. I'm sure we'll have to have, violence in the streets, and haven't figured out why lighting a school bus proves that you won, or burning shit to the ground. I don't get it. Looting and all that. I don't understand how that correlates to a championship either. So, with that said, that's all I've got today. A lot on my mind, though. I didn't sleep good last night. I had a rough night. It was bad. But we'll get through it. Gotta get a haircut. Getting shaggy. Gotta shave. Gotten to the point I didn't do that last night either. I was mowing. I was on the lawnmower, where I really enjoy being. And then I don't wear my headset anymore. I gotta find a new one. But that's where we're at. Congratulations to the Brewers. Looks like the Bucks made the right choice. Yes, Giannis played only 35 games last year. He was hurt. We got a lot for him. I'm going to miss what he does for our communities around the area and what his family means to Milwaukee. But life goes on. And when you're worth so much, you're going to probably end up, and that's what scares me about anything else that, But Giannis, thank you for the great memories. Thanks for the great things that you've done. Thanks for the championship. Good luck in Miami. And we'll see what our trade pays off or not. Next up for us, what is next up? Baseball yet, but then we head into Badger football. And I don't see that going well this year either, but we'll see. And I'm not a coach, nor do they ask me when they do things. Nobody called me to ask me about the Giannis thing. I don't know if anybody else got the call that watches me. I don't know. But enjoy the rain today. It's a good moisture. Nice steady rain here. Nothing drastic. But enjoy the sunshine coming up. And have a great rest of the week. I will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the Mop. But, and may we find a way to get rid of the LG and new liner and do all that stuff. I mean, I'm tired of hearing about the damn pool, but Now it's got me intrigued. I mean, I want to build a pond, but I don't think my pond that I'm building or my fountain is going to carry millions of gallons. I mean, and I only saw guys pouring small bottles of hydrogen peroxide. I didn't see like a big tanker truck. See, when I was hearing about hydrogen peroxide going into the pool, I was expecting like a big gas truck showing up with hydrogen peroxide and letting her go. Maybe we should have got some Asian carp or something. I don't know. Or what do we used to have in our aquarium at home when we had our little, those sucker things that were stuck to the glass. You'd had to have one of them in all your aquariums because then they'd eat the algae. That's what they need. Probably them big sucker fish. Instead of big suckers paying for it. So we're going to add to the national debt again, and maybe the Strait of Kazoos or Hormuz. I think Strait of Kazoos would be a better name. I think that'd be a much better name for it. So be nice to your neighbor, respect your neighbor, help them out when you can. Just overall, be nice. If you got it in you. If you don't have it in you, be an asshole, I guess. It's up to you. It really is up to you whether you want to be a jerk or none of the lady names are very nice. And people tend to use them a lot. So don't be any of them either. But be friendly, be kind, be compassionate, considerate, and try to take care of those that you can. And as always, take time to bless somebody today. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning on the mop.